300 Deluxe Edition. The game is very middle of the road. There isn't anything really nasty that you can do to other people, and there isn't anything really exciting that you can do for yourself. The objective of the game is to be the first to complete 3 laps and win the ultimate prize, the checkered flag and the glory of winning. Michael J. Richardson's Ultimate Driver 300. You do this by playing race point cards in front of yourself face up and playing event cards and damage cards on other players to slow them down so you can be the first to complete 3 laps and win the race and become the ultimate driver.
It's a pretty streamlined game. Like it's simple to learn.
It's deluxe because you get these mats to help organize your card, and you get these little cards.
Little cards.
Other than that, it's pretty much the same as the base game.
The cars
It's
just
a little prettier.
it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. The deluxe version really doesn't add much to the game, really.
So I do know from corresponding with this guy that this game has won awards over in Australia, where he is from.
Oh, that's
Really?
fun.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You're basically just throwing down mileage cars, 30, 40, 20, 10, 20, 30, until you hit 100 or more, and then you turn that 100. If it's 110 and you can't make change, you keep like it's, say, a 30 and then 4 20s, you'd have to turn all over, lose that extra 10 because you have to turn 100 over or the closest rounding up from it. Flip that over and then start your second one. And do that, and once you've made 3 laps, you are declared the winner.
Yeah, the object of the game is to... It's 3 laps,
3
right?
laps, yeah. 300.
300.
300.
It's 100 a lap. Yeah,
And that's what the little plastic cars are for the deluxe edition, is every time you complete a lap, right? You just
Yeah,
put
you
one,
put the
one of your
cars
cars on your lap. Right.
It's a
For
simple
those who
game.
can't count.
And it's got the whole formula theme where everyone's like revving their engine at the start, and whoever plays as a ghost card, that signals the start of the race, and everyone starts racing. I guess beforehand you can build up different speeds of mileage, or you can stack your hand per
Or you
se.
stack your hand full of just nasty cards. Okay, go card, bad, bad, bad.
Yeah, so I ain't going anywhere, but I'm going to make sure they're not.
Yeah.
So once that first go-card's played, no more go-cards are needed.
Which is an unfortunate thing about the game, because that means you only get to draw 1 card. So if you draw a go card, well, now it's a
It's
dead
now
card
a
in
dead
my
card
hand,
in your hand.
because you
Yes.
can't get rid of it.
Right.
Well, you can, but you've wasted your turn because you just discarded a card. You didn't do anything.
Yeah, so basically you're playing your mileage down to get around the laps, or you're trying to stop everyone else. Once you start going, you lay your mileage down. If anybody hits you with something, you try and fix it, but you don't need any extra cards after that fix. You can start laying mileage down again. And some of the bad stuff really just limits you in the speed.
I mean, if you get damaged in this card, you need a fix-all pit stop, at which point you play it on your turn, and then next turn you remove it and start playing stuff, which doesn't stop someone from just nailing you again.
As soon as you come back out of the pit, yeah.
Right.
But even when they nail you, it's not we nail you and you stop. It's not I nail you, now you can't play cards that are higher than 20 points.
Yeah.
Well, there's lots of 10 and 20 point cards in there. Maybe I'm going a little slower. I can still win the race if you can't draw a good card.
Yeah.
It plays fairly quickly, which is nice. It doesn't take very long. The recommendation on it is for 60 minutes. I don't see how it could take you that long to play this game unless nobody is finding a go card for most of the shuffle through, because it doesn't take that long, even with you hitting people with the damage and this sort of thing, because none of the damages stop you. That's the big thing. You can go into the pit and clear off your damage, but sometimes it's like all I'm drawing is 10 and 20 point cards. You put on damage on me that limits me to 20, I don't care. I'm not going to pit and lose 2 turns. Because on the first turn, you play the pit card instead of getting to play any mileage cards. Then on the next turn, you discard your pit card, but you don't get to do anything. On the third turn, you get to play again. So using the pit is losing 2 turns while everybody else is zipping by you. And that's probably not always the best way to go about it.
It comes to the draw of cards.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yes.